for any Westerners that want to visit China. So if you are a Westerner and you want to sort of almost like add a little bit of Vaseline onto your trip and slide in a little bit easier into China.
国外最大的视频网站油管上叫两个疯狂冒险家的爱尔兰夫妇发布了一条名为我们第一次来上海，中国最夸张的城市的视频。上海这座拥有2600万人口的国际超级大都市，不仅是中国最大的城市，也是中国经济最为发达的所在。当纳奥米和卢克踏入这片充满魅力的土地时，他们对这座拥有10多项中国排名第一、3项世界排名第一的城市惊叹不已，并且满是期待与好奇。他们首先展示了自己下榻的酒店。
But have a look at this big, beautiful double bed with
I'm so
Naomi.
shocked to be in Shanghai.
I'm so shocked. It's so modern. They have roads.
They have malls.
They have malls. Oh my god. Shocking.
30岁的卢克和33岁的纳奥米表情夸张地开个玩笑。卢克说，这家酒店价格为66欧元，折合人民币约500元左右。这种价格昂贵的酒店，他们通常不会考虑。不过，考虑到上海的物价是中国大部分城市的好几倍，他们也觉得情有可原。酒店中规中矩，该有的设施都有，但没有窗户的设计让两人略感失望。卢克提到，他们在油管上看到很多旅行博主来中国的第一站都是上海。而且每个人来到这里后都被深深震撼，因此他们对自己的上海之旅同样充满了期待。随后他们开始了在上海的探索之旅。他们的第一个目的地是豫园，在前往豫园的路上，街道上充满中国风的建筑映入眼帘。纳奥米觉得这些建筑一般般，毕竟他们已经游历了众多城市，这种风格的建筑还不足以让他们感到惊艳。不过，让他们惊讶的是，在这里他们看到了比在中国其他城市更多的外国人。
你好，你好，你好。It's kind of cool to see that people are starting to take advantage of the 14-day visa. Yeah.
That guy just pointed at us and said Ireland. Oh no, thank you. All good, thank you.
Oh yeah.
He pointed at us and said Ireland.
Ireland. Yeah, it's because I do believe in China we're known as the Irish explorer couple instead of the two mad explorers. Wheelies. No, thank
good.
you.
More nice.
No, thank you.
Maybe if I was 12 years old.
We're not 12 years old, yeah.
Shanghai is kind of like the beginner version of China, and I definitely see that. It seems to be like the entry-level city almost. It feels like we did it backwards.
Yeah.
We basically started in the madness, like in one of the harder parts in the Sichuan province, and then we slowly worked our way to easier cities almost. That's what it feels like, but it's nice to be here.
很多人说上海是入门级城市，这其实也不无道理。像北京、上海这样的城市，直接代表了中国的门面，可以让人们在这些城市中最大程度地体验到中国的文化。
Oh no, thank you. There's a lot of people actually, weirdly enough, I'm not used
Why
to
are they
this.
selling on the street? I haven't seen that anywhere in China like this.
Haven't seen
Like
it
the
so
hard
far.
sell?
Yeah, like people like approaching you and trying to like sell you stuff in perfect English as well. We haven't experienced this so far in China. Very unique.
I think we really did our tourist experience of China different. Like, we started the hard way and are now made it to the easy way. It's kind of weird.
街上众多的推销员让卢克和纳奥米有些无所适从，他们在其他城市从来没有碰到这么多的推销员，而且这些推销员的英文很不错。他们来到了豫园，买门票的时候，售票员一口流利的英语让他们觉得上海真不愧为超级国际大都市，这里的人似乎都会说英语。
For the two of us. Oh, you speak English. Very good.
Everybody speaks English.
进入园内，这里始建于明代嘉靖时期，与陆香园、日社园合称为明朝上海3大名园，更是名列现存的上海5大古典名园之首，为国家4A 级旅游景区和国家重点文物保护单位。豫园里的人太多了，简直就是人山人海，这使得观赏性在一定程度上有所降低。卢克参观了豫园的园林，不禁赞叹这里简直就是中国最好的园林。谁还记得上一期视频他们在苏州的时候只参观了虎丘，却错过了世界上最好的苏州园林，实在是太可惜了。豫园里的一切建筑都如工艺品般精致漂亮，中国古代工匠的巧夺天工让他们惊叹不已。唯一的缺点就是人太多了，摩肩接踵，就像五一在重庆的时候一样。
They recognized us.
Oh,
Thank you. Bye bye.
I didn't even realize that they had recognized us. I just kept walking. I don't know, I was kind of buried deep in my thoughts, so I wasn't really paying attention, so sorry. Yeah, we are currently looking for the exit because it is a little bit more kind of crowded and hectic than we expected it to be.
那奥米表示，明代的建筑要比他们之前看到的宋代的、唐代的要更精致，可能是因为时间过去没有那么久的关系。但是更像明代的审美风格升级了。反正中国的古代建筑都很有自己独特的文化风格。接着，他们来到了蓝翔馒头店，看到很多人在排队，他们也很好奇这个店铺的食物味道如何，花了60元买了2个蟹黄汤包，用吸管插入包子皮，喝一口汤，很明显不是他们喜欢的味道。
Maybe a little bit much fishy for my taste.
Oh yeah, that is crabby, a little bit fishy, and very, very soupy. It's gonna be an absolute mess. Oh my god.
You're dripping vinegar.
Too messy. It's like, I don't know what to even make of it, to be honest. But do as the Romans do, that's what we do. And I think, but wow, that is, to sum it up, chaotic. It's a little bit chaotic, I have to say. I'm gonna put it down and let it rest for a bit.
It's a bit on the messy side of life, especially if you add 2 liters of vinegar on top.
Yeah.
老外在这方面和我们确实有所不同。以中国人的观点来看，如果花了挺多钱买到的食物，就算是不喜欢吃，但是为了避免浪费粮食，我们绝大部分人还是会把它吃完。但小编发现非常多的老外，如果吃到不喜欢吃的东西，都是直接不吃或者扔掉了，好像并不懂得节俭一样。这或许就是文化差异吧。毕竟我们从小就学习了水之盘中餐，粒粒皆辛苦这样的传统美德。因为刚刚踩了坑，卢克和纳奥米决定接下来只看不买。他们认为旅游中心区的东西不太划算。上海豫园的商业化古镇与其他城市的古镇区别不大，卖的东西也大同小异。这种特别商业化的古镇并不是他们所喜欢的，他们更想直观地感受中国文化，而不是购物。穿过一个大型集市时，又有人拉着他们推销产品。卢克说，这种推销在欧洲和很多东南亚国家都会出现宰客行为，买的东西花的钱要比产品的实际价值高得多。确实，在旅游中心区这种情况比较常见，习惯就好。
Shanghai is a very vast and beautiful city. First impressions so far, it's hectic, it's chaotic, it's vibrant, and it's lively. I can't wait now to see the Huangpu River and also to get a proper look onto the skyline of Shanghai, because that's what Shanghai is really known for as well, is the beautiful skyline, especially once the sun goes down. Now it's obviously kind of just in the afternoon at the moment, roughly around 3 or so. So let's go to the river, have a look, see.
So interesting as well how different Shanghai actually is. Like I do feel like we have seen an extensive amount of China. Of course, China is a giant country and you need probably a lifetime to see it all. But I do feel like we kind of have a little bit of a feeling for what different provinces are like. And I feel like Shanghai really stands out with its own vibe. It feels very, very different. The people are different and the culture also seems to be different. So it's kind of cool.
100%.
Feel a little bit of a different aspect as well of China. I think he's speaking Chinese.
Oh, from Degua.
Degua.
也不知道卢克的中文口音跟谁学的，有点跑偏了。他们现在就在外滩，这里的风景总是那么令人惊叹，感叹上海的天际线真的是无与伦比，感叹对面高楼大厦林立，看起来非常繁华。感叹上海的超级现代化，感觉就像未来世界。对面的上海中心大厦让那奥米十分向往，他们决定在这里多一些支出，也要感受一下站在这个世界第2高楼之上俯瞰整个上海是什么感觉。两人在这里尽情享受着独属于上海的美丽风景。
Now, if I told you that this was a parliament building somewhere in Europe, you would probably believe me. And have a look at this clock tower as well. Very interesting. I think there is quite a bit of colonial history here from the Americans, the French, probably a couple other countries as well. I'm not too up to scratch on my Shanghai history, to be honest. But we're going to be learning a lot more over the next few days. And I think first impressions so far of Shanghai, very positive. Positively impressed, I have to say. The views here on this side of the modern skyscrapers and these beautiful, gorgeous buildings as well. Contrasting over here with this big grey mega sort of monolith building. It's very beautiful and I like the contrast very much of the old and the new. But yeah, first impressions of Shanghai. This place is a vibrant city indeed. There's a lot to see and there's a lot to do, and that's what we're going to do over the next couple of videos. So stay tuned for that.
There's so much hustle and bustle going on here in the city. It's very, very lively, and I do enjoy kind of the first vibe, the first impressions that we got are very, very enjoyable, very positive. And as I said, again, very different to the rest of China, but I feel like that's kind of the case with every single province, with every single city that you visit. It's always a little bit different, but I feel like Shanghai really stands out there with everything being different, basically.
Yeah,
very
exactly.
Cool, though.
It does certainly feel, or it gives the vibe of the aspect anyways, of being the sort of easy entry point for any Westerners that want to visit China. So if you are a Westerner and you want to sort of almost like add a little bit of Vaseline onto your trip and slide in a little bit easier into China, Shanghai is your first choice, I think. A lot of the cities that we've experienced, there's a lot of sort of small nitty-gritty things you do have to figure out along the way. You might have to be in China for a little bit longer before you figure that out. But Shanghai so far, smooth sailing.
Very, very little obstacles from a foreigner's perspective, which might actually be similar also in Beijing. We're not too sure, we haven't been there, but Beijing is another one of those Chinese cities where a lot of Western foreigners are, right? So I do assume that Beijing might be similar, that it's like very, very foreigner friendly and very sort of easy sailing. Very little obstacles, very little things that are sort of making your day difficult, I want to say, not ruining your day, but making it a little bit difficult. And yeah, I really do like Shanghai so far.